How long have you been with us now?
Oh, just over 6 months, Your Worship.
How long does it feel?
No, you can't answer that
I won't
question.
answer that question. No. All right. So when you don't go first or second, a lot of your thunder's already been stolen. So
That's all right.
some of these items I'm just going to go through rather quickly because we've already heard about them. So in the utilities section of the Finance Department, one of the projects that we undertook was trying to find some additional assistance for landlords in the community. So where a property owner has tenants, they are only allowed to take a deposit equal to half a month of rent. So we are offering now landlords the option of taking an additional deposit on utilities that would equate to about 3 months average use of electricity, and that allows them to have a little cushion there in case there's any problems with their tenants not paying their bills and the landlords having to come up with the payment. So that's been in effect for a couple of months now. It seems to be working well. It's totally at the discretion of the landlords, and we are working to assist them with that. You've already heard about the net metering project that we undertook in the finance area to help out with the ElectroMotion Revolution pilot project, and Tom's still working through that agreement with Jai he was talking about. We also worked with IT and the Works Department on this new metering, changing over electric meters, and getting ready for the new water billing program. So we expect that to be, the water piece to be up and running for January 2015. But we will be implementing some changes in our electrical billing in the shoulder season. So May or so, we're going to work towards that one meter reading date for the entire district. Right now, meter reading can be anywhere from the 2nd or 3rd of the month to the 25th or 26th of the month. So your consumption on your bill may actually only take you to the 3rd of the month. When we switch to our new system, everyone will have readings up to the 28th of the month. So it will be much less confusing, but it does take some messaging, some time for people to understand what's going to happen and to get some changes in the billing done. So we're also working through an update on the electrical bylaws. So in addition to rate increases or other items there, what that would be have to be addressed and will be helpful to have in place when we're working with landlords and tenants. And that work is ongoing. And of course, we already had back in December the increase in fees that was passed on to us from Fortis BC. So property taxes is another big area in the Finance Department. September is the time where we've come through the previous couple of months of collecting taxes, and now we have the September 30th deadline that's required by the Local Government Act to hold a tax sale for any properties that have delinquent taxes on them. In 2013, there were 8 properties that came to the tax sale. As of today, all but one have been redeemed, so that means the ownership will not be changed on those properties. The taxes have been paid, and there is a small balance still outstanding on one, but our expectation is that by the 1-year deadline, all properties will have been redeemed by the owners. We also did a lot of work with a committee of council on the permissive tax exemptions and also grants and aids. So 3 members of council and myself sat down and went through permissive tax exemption applications from 21 organizations that covered 113 parcels of property. The total was around $138,500 for permissive tax exemptions for the 2014 year. We don't have an exact number yet until the final roll comes to us, which will be in April. But that was a lengthy process and very informative to me, being new to the community and a better understanding of all the groups that do great work and the services that they provide to the residents of Summerland. And so at that same time, we did look at the grant and aid applications at that committee of council. Earlier today, we had 2 delegations come forward and tell us even more about the work that they're doing, the museum and the food bank. So again, being new to the community, it's always great to work through these review times and find out all of the good works that are done here. And grants and aid is around $96,400 budget item, so it's got significant impact in the 2014 budget. Another area in the finance department is our accounting and financial reporting. So I undertook a review of the investment portfolio, and as a result of that, and working with our investment advisor from Raymond James, that we took a look at what the investment Summerland had and determined that it was an opportune time to sell them and realize some of the gains that had been accruing over the past few years. There were investments that should interest rates start rising. There's risk there of losing some of those gains that had been attained in the past few years. So we took advantage of them and crystallized those gains, got those funds into our jeans. And so the gains on selling investments were just over $130,000 in 2013. But along with that means that in 2014, we're perhaps going to see a bit of a lower return because some of those investments, as I said, we took advantage of gains and returns that were a bit at risk because of changes in interest rates. So I really feel like we've got ourselves positioned well in our risk tolerance group, and we're going to move forward with